Our standard order is the steamed dumpling appetizer, General Tso's chicken, beef with broccoli, shrimp with lobster sauce, and vegetable lo mein.
Hi, I'm Chloe Chen, Cici. Welcome to Taste China with me. When I was younger, I loved watching the American TV series. The characters sometimes would like to have some Chinese food for exotic dining experience. But as a Chinese, I never heard of these dishes in my life. That made me feel exotic. Later, I discovered the truth. These were actually overseas Chinese dishes, deeply connected Chinese immigration history to America and all around the world. So, in today's video, we are going to explore some of the most popular Chinese dishes abroad that don't actually exist in China. And of course, we will uncover the fascinating stories behind them. The first one, General Tso's chicken. If you ask any American what Chinese food is, here's a high chance they will say General Tso's chicken. It's practically the poster child of American Chinese cuisine. Imagine crispy fried chicken chunks coated in a sweet, tangy, slightly spicy sauce. Salty, sweet, crunchy, juicy. Sounds delicious. It's somewhat similar to Guangdong's sweet and sour pork, gulu rou, except that dish uses pork and comes with pineapple, giving it a refreshing fruity twist. Now let's talk about the general behind the chicken. General Tso, or Zuo Zongtang, from Hunan province, was a real historical figure, an undefeated military commander from the late Qing dynasty. He crushed the Taiping Rebellion, reclaimed Xinjiang, and is widely regarded as a national hero. But what does he have to do with this chicken dish? Well, here's the twist. Absolutely nothing. The story goes back to the California gold rush in 1849. The Chinese immigrants arrived seeking work. Then came the 1882 Chinese Exclusive Act, forcing many out of jobs. The Chinese community had to find new ways to survive, and two businesses thrived: laundries and restaurants. As Chinese restaurants spread across America, they adapted dishes to suit local taste. Fast forward to 1973, a Hunan restaurant in New York introduced a brand new dish, crispy fried chicken, which Americans loved a lot, covered in a sweet spicy sauce. The chef, Peng, who invented this dish, named it after the well-known historical hero in Hunan. Apparently, the General Tso did like chicken, but he definitely never tasted this one. The dish became a sensation, evolving into multiple variations, with even the pronunciation of Tso changing from place to place. Actually, Zuo is the Mandarin pronunciation of Zuo Zongtang's name. Tso is the Cantonese pronunciation. Many Chinese immigrants to America were from Guangdong province, so that makes sense. I've never tried General Tso's chicken, but I imagine it tastes like KFC nuggets dipped in sweet chili sauce. What do you think? Have you tried it? Let me know in the comment. Next up, the fortune cookie. Getting a fortune cookie after a meal at Chinese restaurant is American tradition, but here is the kicker. It's not Chinese food at all. In fact, it wasn't even invented by Chinese. It was Japanese. Japan has a traditional sweet called Sujula Senbei, a crisp cookie with a small fortune tucked inside. Unlike the American fortune cookie, it's much larger, and instead of being hidden inside, the paper is wedged in the fold. These cookies often contained predictions and uplifting messages. When Japanese immigrants arrived on the US West Coast in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, they opened Japanese tea houses and bakeries and started to make and sell this snack. But during World War II, the US government forced thousands of Japanese Americans into the internment camps, shutting down their businesses. Meanwhile, Chinese immigrants took over some of the food trade, including these little fortune cookies. They started offering them in Chinese restaurants, and Americans loved them. By the 1950s, mass production made fortune cookies even more popular. The fortunes became more diverse, featuring life advance, blessings, and even lucky lottery numbers. I was curious about the taste of fortune cookies, so I ordered some online. Let's try it. It smells good. Probably have some butter inside. Oh, it's bigger than what I expected. Oh, crispy. Let's see what the fortune says. 超常发挥，万事 OK. Oh, it means if you have an exam or test, you will perform very good. Okay. Actually, it tastes good. A little bit dry. This is interesting. You know, there have been some news of people actually winning the lottery with numbers from fortune cookies. That's great fortune. The messages feel like mysterious predictions from the universe. Kind of like those a book of answer where you flip to a random page for wisdom. Maybe this is the magic of fortune cookies. Okay, the next dish we are going to talk about is Hainan chicken rice. Now, this dish isn't a hit in America, but in Southeast Asia, especially Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. Hainan is an island province in southern China, famous for its warm weather and beautiful beaches. It's also home to a special type of chicken, thin-skinned, tender, and just the right amount of fatty. The most traditional way to prepare it is simply to boil and serve with dipping sauces. In Hainan, this dish is called Wenchang chicken. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, many Hainanese people migrated to Southeast Asia. They brought their chicken recipe with them, but adapted it using local ingredients. Instead of just serving plain chicken, they cooked rice with chicken fat and broth for extra fragrance. They swapped in Thai jasmine rice, which is lighter and fluffier. They also created 3 signature dipping sauces: spicy red chili, ginger paste, and sweet soy sauce. This dish was named Hainan chicken rice. Singapore even promoted it as a national dish. In China, you can only find Hainan chicken rice in Southeast Asia restaurant. The closest equivalent would be the plain white chicken, 白斩鸡, in local restaurant. I actually tried authentic Hainan chicken rice in Malacca, Malaysia years ago. The rice was shaped into the little balls, sticky, flavorful, infused with chicken broth. The chicken was silky smooth and with a little ginger paste and soy sauce. It was incredibly refreshing, perfect for the hot Southeast Asian weather. I like hot weather, so I really enjoyed Malacca. If you ever visit Southeast Asia, you have to try Hainan chicken rice. We just explored 3 fake Chinese dishes that are hugely popular abroad but don't actually exist in China. Have you tried any of them? Share your experience in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on more fun food stories. See you next time.